We had a lot of friends that lived in the neighborhood, so we were constantly out in the streets playing around, riding our bikes, playing ball, tag, hide and go seek, able to kind of drive down into town and go to the arcade or to any one of the fast food restaurants, and down here to in the Schulz used to be a shopping center there. Mm-hmm. And we used to go up in there and just, get some food, go back into town and have fun with our friends.
And you went to school at Orange Elementary?
Yes, sir. Orange Elementary, then Prospect, then graduated here at the high school.
At the high school? And that's where you are now as the head football coach?
Yes, head football coach. Going on my year 24 as a teacher. I teach driver's education there. And this will be my 9th year as the head football coach, and been helping out Mike Neely as the assistant athletic director for a good 6 years or so.
Let's go back to your teenage years. You obviously played football at Orange County High School.
Yes, sir.
And what did you all do for fun back in those days?
Oh, typical kids. We would hang out and have a good time on Friday nights and Saturday nights. Go to movies. Here in town, we would get together sometimes and go play basketball. If it was at over in Madison at Graves Mountain Lodge or up in Charlottesville, but sometimes right down here over at Orange Elementary, play basketball there. And some of our friends just had stuff at their homes, so we would just be at their houses doing things like that, pools and playing basketball.
Right. You ever get in trouble? Get a little mischief?
Nah, kids would be kids, but no trouble.
Yeah. When you were playing football at Orange County High School, were you part of that team that went to the state championships?
Yeah, I was the quarterback of that team.
And so you went to Tazewell County?
Yes.
That was a very tragic experience.
Yeah, it was something you did, it was definitely eye-opening, something you just didn't see around here, didn't experience, and probably made us better people because of it, just because we got a chance to kind of see what the world was kind of going through at the times, and our friends made us probably a little bit closer and a little bit tighter, and it kind of truly definitely made us a team. But we had a good football season that year. Coach Curry, John Curry, was our head coach, and they took us down there and came up a little short, but we had a really good run.
Was there a sign out on the town limits that said black people can't come here?
There was a lot of stories like that. I don't remember recalling it with my own eyes, but we definitely were given the experience that we wasn't wanted there. And from snowballs being thrown at the bus to things being chanted as we walked through onto the field to the overall experience. I'm sure if you bring in the thousands of people who were there that day, they would probably be able to kind of give you a different perspective. As a player, sometimes you just don't hear things because you're so locked in, zoned in on what you're doing on the field. But you definitely had that feeling that as if something wasn't right, and we were being told that basically we just wasn't accepted with what we had as teammates and people on our team.
Wow. And then there was that whole controversy with the cleats.
Yeah, cleats was the things that I think we really paid attention to, just because they were, I guess, gotten caught the week before against Salem, and our coaching staff did a good job knowing about that, and so they brought it to the referee's attentions, and apparently it was no more than telling them they had to go in and change their cleats. And all I know is that day that they wasn't falling down, and we were slipping and sliding, and it probably felt like about a foot worth of mud out there, snow and mud.
Right.
Just the trip alone, it's about a 6-hour plus bus ride, staying overnight. We never did anything like that in high school. And to get down there, then it's snowing. Then you have the experience of just that whole area not acceptive of what we were. And then you get down there and just come up short. And, we had some kids who had food poisoning when we were eating while we were down there. So it's just the whole few days was just kind of a storybook of some bad things that just didn't go our way. When you're a team, some of the things come and go, but your teammates never do. The experiences in the locker room, the experiences on just at parties or together when you hang out, to when you see them now on the street, it brings you back to all those memories. You may forget a play, you may forget who did what in a game, but you'll never forget a face, you'll never forget a teammate. And it definitely, because of the adversity, just made us, I think, better people.
Right. After high school, where did you go? What did you do?
I went to a school called Ferrum College,
Yeah.
and then I transferred to a school called Bridgewater College over in Harrisonburg.
Sure. And then what did you do?
I came back to Orange and started teaching, and ended up a few years later getting married to my wife, now of 20 plus years, 21, 22 years. Her name is Kristen Lohr. She was Kristen Smith at the time.
So many kids graduate from the high school and they go away, maybe to college, maybe not, but they find work somewhere else and they don't come back. But you came back. Why?
My family's here. My wife's family was here. My brother, my friends. This was home. I loved Orange. I don't know, it's just something about being here that made me feel comfortable and understood that this is where I wanted to be. People that I had, teachers that I had or coaches that I had made me feel like this is where I could come back and make a difference. Helping the youth today become, we have a saying in our football program, boys to men. So I take them in as a boy, and it's my goal is to try to help them become a man, and hopefully become a man of this community, a leader, a father figure, somebody's going to come in and hopefully make this place better. I had a little bit of that Boy Scout mentality of trying to leave this place better than I found it, and that's just all I'm trying to do is just make a difference in these. I currently coach guys, but in the young men's lives, I'm trying to do everything I can to help them become better people.
Mm-hmm. I interviewed Mr. Nixon, the art teacher, years ago, and he told me kids nowadays, are more fragile. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think you see, I think they get to emotion real quick when things don't go their way. But I don't really see that for all. I do see that in my classroom some. I do sometimes see that on the field. But a lot of the kids I have are doing, I think we're doing better at trying to help them with adversity. Life throws, using sports analogies, throws curveballs at us all the time. And we have to be able to adapt and be able to kind of overcome those challenges and still kind of put our best foot forward every day. And a motto we use is making every day count. So, what can I do today? It's going to better set me up for tomorrow. And I think the kids I'm around do a little bit better job with that, but I do see that. I mean, I think he's right that we do kind of get bent out of shape pretty quickly nowadays.
Yeah. And have you had to modify your coaching style to meet modern times with all the technology that we have and all the distractions?
We definitely have to pay more attention to, how we do and what we go about doing business. There's telephones and everything out there nowadays that can pick up a conversation or videotape or whatever, but we have to help the kids about making better decisions what they do online. But as a coach, I don't think the coaching on the field has changed so much, but I do think that we have to worry about what they're doing a little bit more often outside of, on their free time.
Right. How's the town of Orange doing today, do you think?
I think we're coming along. I think we're, I don't really see too many issues. I think we're thriving as well as we can. I think the school's doing a really good job of helping the kids become who they want to become. I think we're currently looking into a CTE program to try to help the kids come out with a little bit more skill set and things like that. So I feel like we're trying to catch up to what other counties are doing and trying to give these kids a better opportunity. Not too many. It's probably about a low percentage, 20%, 30%. I could be wrong. of kids are possibly going off to college, but it's a large percentage it's not. So I think we're trying to do the right thing by trying to catch those kids, and trying to give them a chance to come be something in life.
Yeah. What do you see in the future, the next 20 years or 50 years down the road for this town?
I wouldn't be surprised there's another high school. I think the other end of the county is growing rapidly, and I wouldn't be surprised that with the amount of bus trips and gas prices and everything else, that I wouldn't be surprised that part of the county is just steadily growing, and possibly more industry. Maybe another school would go down there, a high school to potentially. So I kind of always thought that could be the case. But I think we've, up to this point, enough people have done a lot of things to keep Orange how it is. It hasn't changed but so much over the years. There's been some fast food restaurants or mom and pop restaurants that's come and go. We've had some other things, but it's really kind of stayed as is, and I wouldn't be surprised in some ways it stays as is for some time.
As you know, the town is turning 150 years old this year. I want to know if you had any birthday wishes, observations, anything like that before we close it out.
I mean, 150 years, that's a long time, and to see that the history of Orange to where we came from to where we are, just kind of, I'm excited to be asked to be a part of something like this, and kind of excited and love this community enough to kind of really want to see us flourish and put our best foot forward. Hopefully we do what we possibly can for our youth to help them become what we need them to become, because they're our future. I really enjoy working at the school system. I could see me be there for several years more. This is just 24. At 46 years old, I feel like I still got another 15, 20 years of my time there. I love to see the people that we've actually have come through school here, or even if there's people that moves into this community, come in and try to really make a difference. That's just my goal, is just to continue to help us push forward and put us in a situation to help our youth have an opportunity to have all the chances and dreams that they ever even think about, to be able to accomplish those things.